Yo, what is up there, guys? The Wiz back at it again with another Owl House video slash theory discussion right here, right now. So let's get right to it. All right, today we're going to be focusing all on your girl Lilith and her connection to the curse. Could she actually be the culprit behind all this madness, or is she also a victim? So let's go ahead and get started. All right, it looks like next week we are going to be in for quite the treat with the episode titled Agony of a Witch. I mean, check out this official promo art. Looks like things are going to be pretty crazy. Is it finally time for that Ida backstory? You know, maybe find out who cursed Ida? If we're lucky, maybe, but I'm not expecting the big full reveal till the season finale, which is only 2 weeks away. Oh boy, time to enjoy it while we can. But who cursed Ida is definitely one of the biggest mysteries within this show. Now, thanks to the latest episode titled Wing It Like Witches, we might have just gotten some more clues. There were quite a few interesting pieces, that of course being these two photos. One of course showing us a young Lilith with some big old glasses, and hey, would you look at that, she also had ginger hair. Alright, I see you. Looks like Ida wasn't the only one that's gone through some big changes. But wait, there's something familiar about those glasses, huh? Oh wait, that's right, that mysterious shadowy figure that Ida envisioned of who cursed her. So you could probably guess where I'm going with this. Whoa, hold on, Ed the Wiz. Really? I think you're looking a little bit too much into this, buddy. If this is the case, you know, you can probably say that Tibbles is the actual culprit, since, you know, he also has some big old glasses. Well, you know, I mean, have you played Kingdom Hearts? Let me tell you, there are no coincidences at all when it comes to that series. So is it possible that your girl Lilith was the one that cursed Ida? I will say siblings do bicker, but to curse your own sister, that seems a little bit extreme. If anything, I think she might have had a hand in it. So let's look at the possibilities, but before we do, I do also want to note that in the same episode there is this mysterious character who also has glasses, so this person could be the culprit as well. And some people are suggesting that this mysterious character could indeed be Amity's mom, and to that I will say, well, the hair does look green, so I can see that totally being a thing. But man, it makes you wonder, what happened to Amity's mom, going from being friends with Ida, the biggest wild card out there, to being a very strict mother from what we've seen? Looking at this mysterious figure, I mean, honestly, you can even argue that maybe it's Hootie, because its body is kind of wiggly, sort of like, you know, Hootie. Oh my god, can you imagine if it was him? But let's focus back on Lilith. Now, like I said, siblings do bicker, you know, sometimes they try to one-up each other. We do see that Lilith is the responsible one, you know, she follows the rules within the group, but we have seen her temper get the best of her before, like that fight that occurred during the convention episode. Still, I don't think Lilith would have cursed her own sister, well, at least not on purpose. If anything, it was probably an accident of some kind, like maybe Lilith was experimenting on something and Ida, being the wild card that she is, was meddling, and boom, she got hit with the curse. I can totally see there being a situation where like maybe Lilith is with a group of people, they're experimenting on something, but only Lilith is allowed to be there because, you know, she's a higher up, you know, she gets the good grades and whatnot, and Ida, being, you know, the rebellious person that she is, she's like, nah, let me get in on that club, let me check it out, and she accidentally messes with whatever they were doing, causing the curse. So I can just see something like that, because once again, Ida is a wild card. Or maybe Lilith was sick and tired of Ida getting away with things. We have seen that Ida does have quite the record from school when it comes to accident reports, so Lilith decided that she would teach her a lesson, but things just went horribly wrong. I could see it being one of those things where, like, you know, Lilith was making the curse or the potion or whatever, and then she's like, you know what am I doing over here? Then Ida comes in and is like, hey, what you got over there? And Ida, ignoring Lilith and once again being the wild card that she is, accidentally causes the curse to, you know, explode, or she drinks it or something along those lines. Or maybe Lilith was jealous of Ida. Not really sure what Lilith would be jealous of. After all, she was captain of the Grudgeby team, so I'm sure she must have had some friends. But you do see in the second photo, Lilith looks very serious. Once again, people might be thinking, maybe she was jealous, but if anything, you know, maybe that's just Lilith's expression, because we do know that she is a very serious character. And there was that report that talked about how Ida you know, protected Lilith from this person that stole her money. So you know, I mean, they're both looking out for each other, you know, sisters, family, Ohana, heart of the cards, it's all good. So, you know, unless Ida must have done something really, really bad to piss Lilith off, because we have seen before that Lilith, even though once again she's, you know, a Little Miss Perfect, and no, I'm not making a reference to the song, you guys gotta calm down with that, we have seen her once again in the episode Convention actually cheat in the fight when Amity was fighting Lou. So hey, you know, she did say that the only reason she cheated was because she knew Ida would cheat. Still doesn't change the fact that you actually went down Ida's level to go ahead and, you know, cheat. Now, I know some of you guys might be thinking, wait a minute, wouldn't Ida remember her own sister cursing her? Yes, but seeing as how, you know, we're dealing with magic, maybe Lilith hit Ida with the good old memory erase potion, or maybe it was just a side effect of the curse when she first got it. In the episode, once again titled Convention, during Ida and Lilith's fight, Lilith is quick to stop when Ida's like, well, hold on, Lilith the Curse, look at me, it's getting worse. And you can even see, you know, a little bit of sadness in Lilith's fate, maybe, you know, a little bit of regret because clearly she had a part to do with this curse, or perhaps she had that look because she was simply feeling pity for her sister. And before, you know, Ida threw the little bag of pretzel at Lilith's face, Lilith seemed like she was about to tell Ida something pretty important. She was like, Idalin, like, you know, it looks like she knows a secret of some sorts, like, you know, what actually happened with this curse. So maybe Lilith had nothing to do with this curse, but she actually just low-key knows something about it. Or, you know, maybe Lilith was like getting ready to say her final words to Ida, like, Ida, it's been fun, you know, happy memories, this and that, but you know, I'm trying to, you know, add some value to everything that's happening over here. But if Lilith did have something to do with the curse, you think she'd be a little bit more nicer to Ida? I mean, maybe she was like, well, hold on, I gotta act like everything is normal not to draw suspicion. Or it could just be one of those things where, like, you know, Ida is just so annoying that Lilith got real tired of being nice. But perhaps the whole reason Lilith even joined the Emperor's Coven was to, you know, aside from following the rules and everything, she thought that the Coven, the Emperor's Coven, might be the best place to, you know, go ahead and find a cure for Ida. According to Lilith, the Emperor can help Ida, so that would also explain her strong desire to get Ida to join to make amends for this accident that happened so long ago. But let's move on to the second topic, which of course is, you know, Lilith. Is it possible that she is cursed as well? Now, the only reason I'm thinking that is, well, actually there's two things. Number one is the change in hair color. As we saw earlier, Lilith did have orange hair, and we do know that the curse has definitely affected Ida's look. So, you know, what's going on over here? Did Lilith get hit with the curse as well? Maybe it's just not as bad and, you know, it turned her hair blue. To be honest, it could just be simple as, hey, I want to join the Emperor's Coven, so I gotta look a little bit more professional, you know, I gotta dress to impress, make sure that I look very serious and whatnot. Very simple, easy answer. But the second thing that's making me think that Lilith could be cursed is the secret message that we have so far, which reads, two witches torn apart, now alone, two hearts of stone, a curse of feathers and mud, a betrayal. So to me, it sounds like it's talking about Ida and Lilith. Feathers would clearly refer to Ida, so with the process of elimination, mud would fall to Lilith. Or possibly an abomination, that would be the closest thing to mud, but let's think, maybe mud could be describing Lilith's look. After all, there is, you know, these things such as mud makeup and whatnot, you know, mud can cover things up, so maybe that's why she doesn't look nearly as bad as Ida. Not to mention, she is in the Emperor's Coven, so I'm sure she's got all the hookups to make herself look young, as opposed to Ida, who only has her little, like, you know, remedy thing, which doesn't even work anymore. Or perhaps the mud is actually talking about, you know, Lilith's dirty secret. If she is actually involved with Ida's curse, well, you know, technically mud can be kind of dirty, can be kind of messy, and, you know, you can use it to cover things up. And not to mention, the quote does mention betrayal, so ooh, I don't know, Lilith betraying Ida, or, you know, maybe someone is betraying both of them, and if that's the case, I'm gonna be pointing my fingers at Emperor Belos over here, but we'll just see what happens. Maybe the reason Lilith wants Ida to join so bad is because the Emperor says he can heal Lilith, but he needs Ida as well. If Lilith is also cursed, I wonder why she has kept it a secret from Ida all this time. If I had to take a guess, maybe it's because she's embarrassed, which would make sense if she was the one to cause the curse to begin with. Like, you know, maybe she got caught up in the explosion or whatever happened here. So guys, that is basically it for this video. What can I say? Lilith, could she actually indeed be the culprit, the mastermind behind all of this? Honestly, at this point, I like to say that if anything, maybe she was tricked, or maybe, you know, it was just an accident. If anything, I feel as though she does have an involvement with Ida's curse, but it was probably unintentional. She didn't mean to do it whatsoever. If she is the main culprit, I would say that would make for a pretty interesting twist. You know, the dynamic between Ida and Lilith would only get crazier, and I'd like to see how they would resolve their issues. But I don't know, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's probably someone from the Emperor's Coven, and Emperor Bellows is most likely just, you know, playing Lilith for a fool at this point. I will say this whole curse thing is probably, like, you know, one of the biggest hype things at the moment, so I'm really hoping it's a new character and not Lilith, because if it is Lilith, I'm not going to be like really too like, oh my god, it's this person. I'd rather have that big like, whoa, who is this? Add some more mystery, you know, to the show and whatnot, get people talking. But hey, if they want to do Lilith, you know, I won't be completely opposed to it. It's just, I would definitely like to see a new character. So for a show like this, anything is quite possible. Lilith's backstory is still a pretty big mystery to us. We only know so many facts over here, but hopefully as these episodes progress, you know, we'll learn a lot more about Lilith. And of course, you know, the other thing once again is Lilith Curse. What's with the hair change? I don't know. It'd be really interesting if she was cursed and she didn't even know about it. That would definitely be pretty funny over here. But like I said earlier, you know, maybe she just dressed to impress and that's why she changed her hair color blue. So guys, I want to know in the comment section below, as you know, hey, what are your thoughts? Do you think Lilith is indeed the culprit? Did she have a part in it? And of course, do you think Lilith is actually cursed herself? Hey, maybe that's why Bellows actually wants Ida the Owl Lady, because he needs both Lilith and Ida to absorb their power or something over here. I don't know, you know, we'll see what happens. So, you know, guys, leave all your comments in the comments section below. If you like the video, make sure to give it a big, massive thumbs up, as that helps me and the channel out quite immensely. You're on already, you can follow me on my Twitter, same thing as my YouTube channel, which is Ed the Wiz. I am also on Instagram, which is MattSwag12345, where I go ahead and post all the good stuff. And I also have a Discord, link will be in the description below. We can go ahead and talk about all that Owl House goodness. So until next time, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say bye, pal. We'll see you soon.